Hey everyone, welcome to the accidental stream. I was supposed to stream today, but I originally wasn't going to. I originally was going to cancel it because I have a lot going on, but I ended up working on Last Minute Minis anyway, and I was trying to record Last Minute Minis while I did it. And it turns out I hit start stream instead of start recording. So we were mic-less and camera-less for a while, but yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna be probably streaming for like another half hour or so. So I'll figure I'll stream well. I mean, I was already doing it anyway, so I plugged in the mic and yeah, let's just kind of do a little quick stream here. So yeah, essentially I decided to go with a hedgehog, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool instead of like his spikes, he just like had spike armor. Make him kind of like a little shorty tough guy. So we kind of went with that. So we're just kind of going through, finishing up. I'm actually really happy with the render of his face already. I shouldn't have closed the stream because I do feel bad. Somebody was watching, and I ended the stream first because I was like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be streaming. I wasn't going to, and then I was like, why not? So now they left. But whatever. If you can join me on a quick stream, I appreciate it. If you can't, I still love the support for the people that tried. You know, it was very cool. Yeah. So a couple announcements. The poll on Patreon for the Fakemon World starter is still active for the rest of the week. Go check it out. Go vote. Let me know what starter you want to see go along with us in their journey. We're going to be kind of taking it. We're going to be kind of building this world out in like an RP sense, where it's like people's polls voting and their decision kind of decides where we go. So it's like I'm going to try to make a quick map of what routes we go on. And on those routes, I'll have you guys pick like a type of Pokemon that we run into, and I'll show you what Pokemon I have in that typing. That's kind of would be in like those beginning areas and stuff, and as we go deeper, the Pokemon will get more elaborate, hopefully. And as you face gym leaders, we'll decide what type of gym leader there are, how many Pokemon they have, etc. And as the Pokemon that we vote for the starter evolves, I'll also paint those evolved forms. I want people to help decide like what the type of the gym is, which also kind of helps dictate the theming of like the city or town that you're in. This is going to be kind of like a D&D themed world, so like there's going to be a lot of like instead of gyms, it'll be like I'm kind of thinking like more of an Elden Ring kind of style, where it's like various castles. Maybe some dungeons instead of caves, some caves and stuff too, but like really leaning into the cliche aspects of Dungeons and Dragons and RP role-playing games and stuff. Trying to really have fun with it, not take it incredibly seriously, but just have fun with the concepts. And yeah, so voting on that will end the end of the week. And then from there, on Monday, we will start painting our starter for Pokemon Monday. Streaming will be... I'm hoping streaming will stay Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursday. But things are a bit crazy right now, so this was a really crazy start to the year. I took on a big job and like at the same time got booked while my commissions were still open. Like there was like a window between commissions being open and commissions being closed that like I got booked for two things at the same time, like while I was in between closing the commissions because I got booked. So I committed to too much, and I just kind of working on all of it at the same time. So I basically closed my commissions till like April right now, just because there's going to be a lot happening. There's even some clients that like agreed to do a thing, but then they'd reach back in January, so I'm kind of waiting to hear about that too. Just finished a big project, just finished the website. That's the other announcement if you want to go check out the new website after the stream. CreativeOutpouring.net. It's down at the bottom of the layout you see here too, the overlay. Updated version of the website is now live. I prefer the desktop version. It's just kind of, you know, how it was intended to be viewed, but mobile functionality has come a long way that I was able to pretty much do the same website with the scroll effects and everything. It's just more condensed and narrow view, so not as cool, but it looks good. Yeah, trying to wrap this guy up quick. He's pretty much done, minus like adding depth, like adding a lot more shadow and stuff, kind of beefing that up. But yeah, like his design is done. It was so funny. I didn't even know I was streaming for a long time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna check the recording, and I went and saw that it said I had a viewer. It was like 10 minutes in or whatever. And I was like, I have a viewer? Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know I was streaming. It was funny. Anyway, thanks for watching. We're a small stream, and I really appreciate the all the support from all of you. Whether it's a big stream with a lot of viewers or a small stream with none to one viewer, I really appreciate it. I'm not doing this to, you know, get famous or whatever. I just do it because it's fun to kind of, you know, chat with other people and stuff, and people seem to be curious a lot about like how I do what I do, and I find this is an easy way to kind of communicate that. One, because you can see me doing it, and two, it's like I'm right here to talk to if people like want to talk about it or are curious about it. I've been really like grieving the days of like old internet. Being the age that I am, I was kind of around and active enough to be on internet like pre-social media, and kind of see that come into light. And I remember like Facebook first showing up, and like it was like exclusive to college students or whatever, and I was kind of like, what the hell is this? And now looking back on it, I'm kind of like, you know, I wish it just kind of stayed that way. It should kind of stayed what it was, you know, like a thing to help people connect with old classmates and stuff, you know. It's crazy, like how fast like capitalism can like ruin shit. Like it's like weird. It's just weird, and tragic too. Lots of cool ideas get ruined because like people try to, you know, there's nothing wrong with like making money and making a profit off of a thing, but like when your only intention is making a profit off of the thing, you lose sight of like why you were doing it in the first place. Like if you were coming from a genuine place of connecting people, or like doing a thing like a a common human experience. I think that genuineness kind of comes through, and you kind of see a better side of people, and you feel hopeful about humanity in those kinds of moments. Like I kind of felt that way, but like to use social media as an example, like I kind of feel that way right now about Blue Sky a little bit. Like there are shitty sections of Blue Sky, and there's already some shitty policies they're doing that I don't agree with. So you can kind of see them starting to go down a kind of cruddy path, but there is a hopefulness right now in the air of that site that like people kind of feel like they can breathe a little more over there, and it's actually kind of nice being on there a little bit. It feels like what I would hope to get out of a social platform, because obviously I have stuff to promote and stuff, but I don't only use it to promote. Like I don't know, it's like I feel like networking was always like the key of those things. Like if you're a corporate, right, or like a businessman or somebody seeking employment, like social networking was like key to that at the beginning, and then it like that's why it used to be called social networking, you know what I mean, or social network, and then it became social media. So now it's like there's such a capitalist idea behind it now. It's weird, and we were just kind of like okay with it. So yeah, I don't know. It felt more community driven, and I kind of missed that, and that's why like I've been really trying to push like the Patreon a lot more, because honestly, like I even try to promote like the fact that it's free for people. Like you can just join it if you want like regular social posts. I'm gonna start like posting statuses on there too, instead of just long form stuff all the time. I think trying to use it more frequently. There's a couple issues with Patreon that I don't like. Is their format is weird. Like I don't know, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Like it's good to be organized, like what they're trying to set you up for on Patreon, but it's also like it doesn't allow for like just quick status updates, because like you can quickly mess up your Patreon by doing that. But like I kind of also want to do that. I don't know. I wish there was kind of like a feed, right? Like there was like, I don't know why I'm asking for a feed, but like I kind of wish there was a feed for like seeing other free posts from other Patreons like on the homepage or something like that, right? There's a feed for like ones you follow, but like the only way you follow the only way you get exposed to new Patreons is like by getting hounded constantly if there's a Patreon, right? So like they don't have like an active user base that's actually always on Patreon. There's just the people that are on Patreon supporting other patrons. So there's like no way outside of, you know, you promoting yourself to like get new users on Patreon. And that's the other thing too that I hate. It's like you have to be a Patreon member to join a Patreon, and it's like it kind of sucks. Like if all you need to become a Patreon member is your email, why can't you just put in your email to join a certain Patreon? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, why do you have to be a Patreon member? I don't know. I think essentially I just want a newsletter. But I don't want to do another thing. And I really like that it's newsletter-esque, but it allows for a little more playfulness on Patreon. But yeah, so I'm trying to wrap up these last minute minis. I'm going to do this character, and then there's the owl that I want to try to do a larger printable miniature for. And then I have a bunch of commissions that I gotta get started on. So we'll probably have a few commission streams coming up. If they let me stream it. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they're cool with it. I'll ask them first. There's like a nice shape happening here, so I'm trying to kind of work with that shape a little better. kind of plop it in shadow and spots. See what works. And I'll do like some sort of like underlight kind of thing, just to separate him. Let's do, how would red look? Orange. this guy's sick. This guy's looking dope. I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, that's a Redwall character, and I'll be like, I don't remember, dude. I haven't read Redwall in forever. I remember loving it, but I don't remember any of it. I don't even think I read them like in order. Like I don't even think I read all of them. Like I know there's a bunch of them. The only ones I remember that I read were Redwall and Salamandastron. It was like the other one that I remember reading, and I don't remember any of the other ones. Like I remember really liking them, but yeah, like I wish I read books more, and I kind of want to go back and read those, see if they hold up. I'm sure they do. Yeah, no, so we're gonna wrap up. I thought I'd finish this, but not quite. Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta get out of here, so I'm gonna wrap up. Is there any way I can finish this right now? Let's see. Add a couple highlights here. That hand is gnarly, but it's fine. Managed to do a little bit of a push, and we're pretty much done. Gotta get the weapon down. But I'm literally out of time, so I gotta stop here. I wish I could keep going. We're just about done, though. A little more rendered than I usually do for these, but yeah. Thank you all for watching this impromptu stream. Yeah, we'll be back next week. See you later. Be good to one another.